Hey guys, it's Echo here. Today's video I'll be showing you how to modify these sort of like raindrop button pacifiers. These usually come in so many cute designs, but I've actually never seen anybody talk about how to modify them. So I went ahead and experimented and it actually worked pretty well. So I thought it would be a great idea to show you guys how I did it. If you're interested in learning how I modified these adorable pacifiers, keep on watching. These are the two pacifiers I will be modifying today.
And it's actually adorable. Look, they're matching. The colors on the blanket.
This one's got like a little butterfly, so you can see it's still a baby pacifier. And this one is a cute dragonfly. Here are the things that you will need to modify your passy. So of course you'll need your actual pacifier. You'll need an extra one of these little sucker things. I always forget what they're called, but you'll need an extra one. You'll need some pretty strong glue. This is the one that I used and I 100% recommend it. It's great. And you'll need a very teeny tiny screwdriver. I'm using this one with all these different little attachments. I throw this one. Ow! Let's get started. We're actually going to be doing the boiling water method. So right now we're just adding some water to our pot and then we're going to bring it to a boil. Please ignore how dirty my stove is. I haven't had the chance to clean it. But yeah, so now we're adding the pacifiers in and letting the water boil. This helps soften the plastic, which makes it easier for us to remove the button and add in the adult pacifier part. This can be done with any sort of boiling water. By the way, it doesn't have to be a pot and stove. I've actually seen people do this successfully with a Keurig. Just as long as the water is boiling hot, you're good. But always remember to be very, very careful. You don't want to burn yourself over this. After letting your pacifiers sit in the boiling water for a little bit, now you can remove it and start working on them. You don't have to turn your stove off, just make sure that you lower the heat a little bit. And now comes the hardest part of doing this. You have to work quickly, but also be patient so you don't damage your pacifier. But after removing it from the boiling water, you're going to carefully hold onto the pacifier and try to wedge the tip of your screwdriver in between those two plastic bits to get the button off. I'm sorry, I don't know like technical words, but that's basically what I'm doing. You'll probably see later on in the video, but I do end up hurting my finger, so remember to be very careful when you're doing this because it did not feel good. If you are modifying multiple pacifiers at once, I recommend switching between them during this process. When the one you are working on starts to cool off a little bit and it's not so easy to bend the plastic, you can put it back into the pot and then get the other one out of the pot and start working on that one. If you look at my thumb here, you can see that I'm now wearing a band-aid, and that is because I accidentally stabbed my thumb with a screwdriver. So, like I keep saying, please be careful. Ta-da! The button is officially off, and it does look kind of rough. This is a trust the process sort of thing. Now we are going to remove the baby sucker part. We're in the final stages now. We're going to add in our adult sucker to the baby pacifier shield, and then we are going to use our glue to put the button back in place and seal it. Try your best not to get the glue inside of the sucker part though. That's very important. Usually your pacifier button should really just snap back into place, but if it's all bent out of shape, just put it back into the pot for a little bit and then try to bend it back into the shape that it used to be. Since the adult sucker is actually way bigger than the baby one, the button is going to have a very hard time staying on there. So what I like to do is after I add the glue, I'll actually put the pacifier to dry underneath something very heavy. This glue usually dries within 48 hours. After that, I like to wash off any excess glue that's on the shield or on the button with warm soapy water. This glue also has a very disgusting and I believe toxic maybe odor to it. So after I let it fully dry, I'll leave my pacifiers to air out for a few days. So here are the pacifiers all modded. Here's the bird, the flower, the dragonfly, and then my favorite, the butterfly. I think this whole process took, I'd say maybe 5 days, because it took the glue around 48 hours to dry, and then it took a couple more days for the pacifiers to air out completely so they no longer have that gross smell attached to them.
They came out pretty good though. I can't, hold on, the stupid camera. Hold on.
So as you can see, it's actually not that bad of a job, if I do say so myself. There we go. But yeah, that's where like you can see most of the actual stuff that I did. But I mean, when this is done or down, it's almost like it's perfect and unnoticeable. So even though I'm very happy with the results, I don't think I would ever do this again. This was very difficult to do. I probably will not be doing this, modding this specific pacifier ever again. I am happy that I did it, and I love these designs so much. Yay! If you're somebody who's new to modifying pacifiers, I honestly wouldn't recommend starting with these. These are pretty complicated.
But, you know, you do what you want to do. I can't stop you.
If you do decide to give this a try, let me know how it goes. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next little video. Bye bye.